Happy day and warm welcome to another episode of Value Education class initiated by Chair of Christian Studies and Research, University of Calicut. This video is made as a second part to chapter 5 of third year graduate students. The chapter name is Marriage and Values. ഉബണ്ടു എന്ന വാക്ക് കേൾക്കാത്തവരായി ഈ തലമുറയിൽ ആരും തന്നെ ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ഒരു ഓപ്പൺ സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ എന്നതിനപ്പുറം ഈ ഉബണ്ടുവിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഒരു ചെറിയ കഥയുണ്ട്. ഒരു ശാസ്ത്രജ്ഞൻ ആഫ്രിക്കയിലെ കുട്ടികൾക്കായി ഒരു ചെറിയ കളി ഒരുക്കി. ഒരു കൂട നിറയെ മധുര പലഹാരങ്ങൾ ഒരു മരച്ചുവട്ടിൽ വെച്ച് 100 മീറ്റർ അകലെ കുട്ടികളോട് നിൽക്കാൻ ആവശ്യപ്പെടുന്നു. ആര് ആദ്യം ഓടിയെത്തുന്നു ആ മധുര പലഹാരങ്ങൾ മുഴുവൻ ആ കുട്ടിക്കെടുക്കാം. റെഡി, സ്റ്റഡി ആൻഡ് ഗോ. അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞു. ആ കുട്ടികൾ നമ്മുടെ പ്രതീക്ഷയ്ക്കപ്പുറം ചെയ്തത് എന്താണ്? ആരും ഓടിയില്ല. മറിച്ച് അവരോരോരുത്തരും അടുത്തുള്ള കുട്ടികളുടെ കൈകൾ പിടിച്ച് ഒരുമിച്ച് ലക്ഷ്യസ്ഥാനത്തെത്തി ഒരേപോലെ കൂടെയുള്ള മധുരം ഒരുമിച്ച് പങ്കിട്ട് കഴിച്ചു. കൗതുകത്തോടെ, അതിലേറെ അത്ഭുതത്തോടെ നോക്കി നിന്ന ശാസ്ത്രജ്ഞനോട് കുട്ടികൾ പറഞ്ഞു, ഉബണ്ടു, ഐ ആം ബിക്കോസ് വി ആർ. ഞാനുള്ളത് നിങ്ങളുള്ളത് കൊണ്ടാണ്. How can one be happy when others are sad? A very strong message to all generations of all ages. Let us all have an Ubuntu life. I am because we are. Welcome all to the second part of Marriage and Values, Chapter 5. ഉബണ്ടുവിനെ കുറിച്ച് നാം കേട്ട കഥ നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിലുടനീളം, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് വിവാഹ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഏറെ പ്രാധാന്യമർഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരാശയമാണ് പറഞ്ഞു തരുന്നത്. എന്നും എപ്പോഴും സൗഖ്യവും സന്തോഷവും മാത്രമാണ് എന്നല്ല. വിപരീതങ്ങൾക്കിടയിലും ആശയവ്യത്യാസങ്ങൾക്കിടയിലും പങ്കാളിയില്ലാതെ നമുക്ക് ജീവിക്കാനാവില്ല എന്ന അവസ്ഥയാണ് യഥാർത്ഥ സ്നേഹം. Love does not mean you will always agree, see eye to eye, or never have an argument. It means despite the bad days, you still can't see yourself without that person. You come to love not by finding the perfect person, but by seeing an imperfect person perfectly. Love is a perfect blend of daring and caring. Daring is to stand up and accept the person completely, regardless of faults and shortcomings. Daring is to practice the virtue of forgiveness and be able to let go the mistakes and blunders. And caring is to understand that love is less about my rights, but more about responsibilities for your welfare. The greatest reality is that no matter the color of the red petals, thorns don't change colors, and this is exactly how constant trouble is with the ones we love. Life is like the beautiful, colorful, fragrant rose at the same time accepting the thorns. Ideally, a marriage, as traditionally understood, is a multi-level relationship that unites a man and a woman at the bodily, emotionally, dispositionally, and spiritual levels of their well-being. Marriage is ideally a permanent union between the man and his wife. No matter what, understand that marriage is sharing responsibilities more than rights, and learn to enjoy it. Love is respecting each other. Love is less about romance, but more about respect. Because romance may fade with time, but respect will only increase as time passes. We have heard much about standard of living and standard of life. The question here is which one needs to be upgraded? No doubt the answer is standard of life. But does it happen in reality? Expecting Bollywood scenes in our life and experiencing unfulfilled expectations and unhealthy comparisons. This will create problems in our life. Don't bring the real life to your real life. Don't expect Bollywood scenes in your life. Self acceptance is the key for a happy life, which is not happening, unfortunately. And the result is love at first sight and divorce at first fight. Anger is just one letter short of danger. Understand it. The irony of life is when you are born, people love you. When you die, people love you. But in between, we need to manage. If you want to know how rich you are, then count the things that you have which money cannot buy: hope, love, respect, character, integrity, and acceptance. If you want to know how rich you are, drop a tear and see how many hands will come and wipe it out. There is a saying that if you have found the right partner, you are complete. And if you have found the wrong partner, you are finished. And when the right one catches with the wrong one, you are completely finished. To avoid this, which are the ideologies to adopt? Ideology is specific to person, but still an idea can be to become an ice cream, enjoy your life before it melts. There is an ideology behind a candle as well. Give light to others before it melts. But in reality, nobody can be completely a candle, but should not be an ice cream as well. Journey from ice cream to candle is called real life. Don't go behind just happiness, but go after satisfaction. From traditional marriages, we have traveled a lot to new generation marriages, and we are doing with we are going with viral photo shoots. Ways to counter the proliferation of common marriage issues are counseling and therapy, to name a few. The best way for successful married life is to identify the problem between the partners and find solution for the same. It is also said that married life is so easy. It is just like walk in the park. But for many of us, the problem is it is a Jurassic Park. The thought can be this: more marriages might survive if the partners realize that sometimes the better comes after the worse. So, why can't we wait for a good day to come? These are some commonly cited reasons for divorce, like lack of commitment, communication, abandonment, alcohol addiction, physical and sexual abuse, emotional abuse, personality differences, and the like. These are also cited as examples for reasons for divorce: intellectual incompatibility, mental instability, different religions, personality differences, and all. Mainly, these are the common impact of divorce on spouses cited: health problems, loneliness, social readjustment, and many more. How to save the marriage? Communication is the key. As we cited the same in the last class, couples should well communicate with each other to solve their issues and troubles in their marriage. If we are not able to do so, you can seek professional help like counselors or doctors. Sexual relationship is also a very important component of marriage. Remember that creating a successful marriage is like farming. You have to start over again every morning. Keep an open mind with partner. Fall in love with each other again and again. A husband and wife may disagree on many things, but they must absolutely agree on this to never ever give up. ഉപേക്ഷിക്കാൻ എളുപ്പമാണ്, ചേർത്ത് നിർത്താനാണ് പ്രയാസം. Life may not give a second chance to say even a sorry to your loved one. Renew your relationship by writing love letters again. Share household chores, stress, thoughts, feelings, and love with your beloved so that your life becomes 100 is to 100. Marriage isn't 50-50. That is what divorce is. Marriage has to be always 100-100. It isn't dividing everything in half, but giving everything you have got. 10 commandments for a successful married life. Love comes first. Narrow the gulf. Forgive and forget. Begin the day cool. Silence can save. Enquire and appreciate. Listen and sympathize. Don't forget to compliment each other. Don't compare and keep smiling. A good husband makes a good wife. Things are meant to be used and people are meant to be loved. But in real life, people are used and things are loved. He makes she. The otherwise is also perfectly true that she makes he. And together they can give a best gift to their children. One approach is to review the objectives and consequences of chances to family law governing divorces and marriage. The second approach is to encourage marriage education, and the third approach is to help one achieve adequate income, employment, housing, and healthcare to reduce the stresses and pressures. Read it again. You come to love not by finding the perfect person, but by seeing an imperfect person perfectly. Have a thought. The goal in marriage is not to think alike, but to think together. We decide now together to work as a team, promote the understanding each other. Don't forget that the key is with you. Marriage is more than finding the right person, it is being the right person. Even if it is a vegetable, we use it right by cutting apart its bad portion and not giving up the full. Should we reject people or relationships for small mistakes from our life? Remember that no human being is perfect. Love with your heart. Remember two words in your life, Meraki and Ubuntu. Meraki is a Greek word which means to do something with all your heart and with love. Ubuntu is I am because we are. Love with your heart, and live without regret. Life is too short. Thank you.